Welcome to the Depth Dive. Today, we're going to try and make some sense out of the Book of Revelation's structure. Our goal really is to get the big picture, the forest, because it's so easy to get tangled in the details. It feels, well, impenetrable sometimes.
It really does. But the thing is, Revelation actually kicks off pretty clearly. Chapters 6 through 11, they follow a timeline.
Okay.
John lays out the 7 seals one after another, then boom, the 7 trumpets. It's all escalating, building towards something.
Right, a clear progression. So up to chapter 11, we're kind of following along okay. And that chapter 11, it feels like a massive peak, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's the 7th trumpet, the last trumpet. And our sources are pretty clear. This links directly to Matthew 24, 1 Corinthians 15.
Where Paul says, at the last trumpet, we shall be changed.
Exactly that one. It's a pivotal moment.
So this trumpet, it signals more than just an event. It's a separation, like sorting things out.
Precisely. The sources talk about this as the moment of division. The faithful, the wheat, are separated from the unbelievers, the weeds.
And they're brought somewhere specific.
To the sea of glass mixed with fire. It's this image of God's pure presence, but now infused with the fire of judgment. Think purification, testing, often called the rapture.
Okay, right here, this is where I think most people hit a wall. If chapter 11 is the separation, the rapture, shouldn't chapter 12 immediately show us what happens to the weeds left behind?
Logically, yes. You'd expect the bowls of wrath, the judgment part.
Which we don't get until chapters 15 and 16.
Correct.
Instead, we get these 3 chapters, 12, 13, 14, dropped right in. It feels like hitting the brakes right at the climax. Why?
And that confusion, that's the stumbling block. But here's the key insight from the sources. Chapters 12, 13, and 14. They aren't part of that timeline.
Not chronological.
Not at all. Think of it as an intentional insert, like a narrative pause. John stops the future action to give you this crucial backstory, this commentary.
So it's not the next scene, it's like the director cutting away right before the big finale to show a quick summary of everything that led up to this point.
Exactly. A super condensed history of redemption. It dives into the whole cosmic war, Satan, the angels.
Okay.
And it touches on Israel, Jesus' birth, the male child the dragon tries to destroy, and how that whole spiritual conflict impacts everything right up to the very end. It's context.
Wow. Okay. That changes everything. So seeing 12, 13, and 14 as this historical thematic insert.
It lets the main story flow again.
Right. So after understanding that pause, we can then jump straight from the end of 11, conceptually at least, to chapter 15.
Pretty much. You pick up a chronological thread again with the judgment, the bowls of wrath poured out on the earth, chapters 15 through 18.
And then the story continues logically.
Yes. After the judgment, chapter 19 gives you the marriage supper of the Lamb, Jesus appearing on the white horse. It's triumph.
Yeah.
Then chapter 20, the millennium, Satan bound. And finally, the end goal, chapters 21 and 22, the new heaven and new earth. It all fits together once you see that insert.
So the big takeaway for you listening is this. Revelation wasn't meant to be sealed up or impossible to grasp. God actually told John not to seal it.
Revelation 22, verses 10 and 11. Explicit command.
It's intended really as a guide, maybe even like a love letter, full of hope, not confusion. The idea that it's too complicated might actually be, well, part of the deception it warns against.
And think about what it reveals about opposition. The sources clearly identify who or what is being judged. It's a hierarchy.
Okay.
You've got Satan, that's the ultimate demonic source. Then the beasts think coercive secular political power. And the harlot, or false prophet, that's religious power used deceitfully.
Spiritual, political, and religious corruption.
All right, so here's the final thought to chew on. If Revelation maps out this 3-pronged opposition, how does recognizing those spheres, spiritual, political, and counterfeit religious systems, maybe change how you look at the world around you? Where do you place your ultimate trust? Something to think about.